This is amazing. Get comfy. Get cozy. I know these are a little high. You gotta climb a little bit. That's water if you want it. We can spike it with something if you want. Yeah, it's a thing. It's a thing.
The
chair broke.
Richard Dreyfus.
The chair
All right,
broke.
this is amazing. A legend before us. This is so exciting to have you here. As you know, I don't know what just happened either.
I fixed your chair.
A gentleman just came out and sort of tickled your feet and ran away, and we are all pretending like it didn't just happen. Okay. Well, hello, I'm so excited to be sitting next to you right now. We have such a unique opportunity today because of the strike happening. You know, it prevents us from talking about the usual, which I think is cool. It's kind of a cool moment here because we can talk about some other stuff. Now, acting, though, in general, I want to know, why do we need actors? Why do so many people want to act? Tell me, share your wisdom. Tell us your secrets.
No. I have a question for you.
Okay.
Why do you think that a good hunk of you, perhaps even a majority, really want to be actors? No? No? Really want to be sheriffs in Missouri?
No.
Okay.
Per diem?
Per diem? Yeah.
Yeah, why would you want to be an actor?
Well, I started acting in it too because I was the only 2-year-old who could memorize lines. And so for the next almost 30 years, I was always involved in some sort of theater and the occasional indie film project. And it's so much, it's just an invigorating in a way you can't quite put words to be a part of something, working with people and then see the finished product and how people react to it. It's like giving something instead of taking something.
That's a pretty cool answer.
Yeah.
How best can why is it that actors can become so many different people and you buy it? You buy it.
Yeah.
Why do you think that happens?
Because you're human.
You're a human.
One at a time.
Human. Because you're human.
Okay.
They observe others, I heard. That's interesting.
Yeah, they observe, and they observe them in different ways than just, oh, look at what he's doing. They think, I don't do it that way. Why is he, and why am I watching him so closely?
Yeah, so actors, like so many arts, are observing people and observing the world kind of under a lens, a different lens, really looking closely. And we don't even I didn't even realize when I met you a few minutes ago that were like probably dissecting my whole personality.
Well, I'm dissecting a lot. Whole personality. But I do believe that actors have a leg up on everyone else. Because you're not only watching what they do, you're watching what they don't know they're doing. And you can play guys like Dick Cheney or Adolf Hitler and say, I got Dick Cheney in me already. And all you got to do is be honest about it, and you can find him in a second. You know, a manipulative, brilliant guy who's going to make sure that blame at the end of the day does not land at his feet.
Right.
So we now run this country by people who just happen not to accept the blame for anything. And that's pretty good. You know, you learn that at your mother's knee. So,
Well, that's an interesting answer, and I heard a couple of people kind of yell that out as well, the human part of it. So what you're saying is you look for those human connections and go, I can understand how this person ticks. And you have to, right, to be able to play that role in so many different characters. Now, there are actors out there who, when you see them in different roles, they are kind of still just playing themselves and just sort of reading lines.
Or
And
it looks like they're playing themselves.
right, yeah, and they can get away with that,
Yeah.
certain people, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
And that means a whole bunch of weird stuff. Like, Dick Cheney is definitively responsible for a whole list of things that would normally send most people to hell. And they send him to Wyoming. And after a while, you begin to say, what is it that they have this power to avoid accountability?
Right.
I don't know what it is, but it's there. And they can take a whole country and have that country be confused and accept definitions of words that they've never accepted before. But they'll do it now to avoid paying taxes or avoid going down in the history books as a schmuck, which is a very good history book name. And I think that that's very exciting. I really do. I think that people who work in the motion picture business, they should seek out the opinions of people who write scripts and such, because we avoid blame like I avoid the sun. The sun hurts me.
Yes.
So, why don't you take a look at how many people really are taking responsibility or accountability for the things that you know they're doing. You know it.
Yeah.
And they go, me?
Yeah.
What? What? The bloody knife in my hand? Nah. And yet you buy it.
I love the way you look at the world. Now, I'm listening to you talk about this, and I'm wondering, what kind of a child were you?
Much shorter.
Just a smaller version of exactly what we're hearing. Right?
Yeah.
I'm picturing a curious little boy and someone who looks at the world with a lot of wonder and sort of inspects people. When did you get the acting bug?
When I realized that the questions that I was asking my friends, they were running from the answer, like running from a toxic plague. And literally, that's why it got me excited, because if you're not willing to tell me, who went to school with you, what is it that is so interesting that you don't want to answer? I want to know why it is that we don't want to answer.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
I could see you on the playground with other kids and they're like running around and playing and you take one aside and you're just like, I want to know what makes you tick, you know?
Well, you don't do it that openly, but you do it.
Yeah.
Exactly that.
That's
As
the
a matter of fact,
subtext.
I walked into a kind of semi-official reunion of my high school class, and I asked
When was
guy.
this? When was this?
This was, let's say, if I graduated in '65, I was I was at this other party in 1970, okay? And I asked some questions, and they all went, he's doing it again. And I thought, well, I have an identity. I have an identity as the guy who asks the questions that no one else wants to answer. And so I just kept pursuing
And you still have that same curiosity today.
it. Yes.
Now, like I said, it's a unique opportunity today to talk about some things that maybe we don't normally talk about on panels. And I asked backstage if this was okay. I met your amazing wife. Wow, she's super cool. and that's what I would expect, that you would have a super cool wife. Can you tell me a little bit about her? Can we talk about her? You're amazing. Tell us. Take a drink. We met backstage. She's from St. Petersburg, Russia. And I really love strong women, and I immediately was like, ooh, I really love this lady. She's such a firecracker and brilliant, of course. And I want to know, when did you meet? Where did you meet? Tell us a little bit. Oh, here, use the mic. Don't forget.
I met her in Boston. She was running the Marriott hotel chain, and
Of course, she's going to be running things.
oh yes.
Yeah, she's amazing. She's got 3 master's degrees.
Yep, and she'll be the first one to tell you. And you want her to tell you because
I know,
you're so proud of her.
I know.
And but she's so not American. She's very different than we are, and that's not. I'm not saying something secretly prideful. I'm saying we should be more like her.
Yeah.
And
Especially women. She said, instantly I met her and I'm like, wow, this is the boss right here. She just came out instantly I was like, oh, I want to hear all your stories. Talk about picking apart personalities. I was like, oh, makes sense. I can see why you two are together, okay? But tell me more about, okay, so you met in Boston and she was running a Marriott.
yeah, she was running a lot of Marriotts.
Yeah.
Mr. Marriott said, Stella, what are you doing? He's an actor. And she said, but I love him.
Aww.
You know what that means? You know what this means? You know what that means? I do. Anyway, she's got wisdom and she's got brains and she has no fear, very little fear. And we were walking down a street in London one night and we were talking politics or geopolitics. And all of a sudden I realized that she knew what the hell she was talking about. I didn't. And I was making it up as I went along. And she was not.
Yeah.
And she was smarter than hell. And I thought, I better stick with her because I want to be on the side of the angels. So,
Get
that's why
yourself
we're
a
together.
man who will say that about you, huh? That's beautiful.
Well, it's true. It's true.
I can tell in the moments meeting you two. It's really beautiful. And you can tell she'll just kick anyone's ass for you, too.
I once said,
Tell us the tea.
she has taken some members of my family completely apart.
Oh, yeah?
So they have
Oh,
to
so
be-
this is interesting. So she takes people apart as well? Or do you mean she literally took body parts off?
No, she has to, when you're finished being questioned by my wife, you have to be sent home in separate FedEx packages. And I'm not kidding.
I see her right now laughing. This
Yeah.
is great.
And, what?
We want to meet her.
I'll know when it's time. Once she takes over completely. And, she's worth it. You know, she's just worth it. She's got value that just seeps out of her pores. And you do not want her to dislike you. Trust me on this one. She's just great. You know, I'm the luckiest guy here.
I mean, you have a very big, strong personality, so I would expect nothing less than finding a partner that you know, that you can spar with, you know, that puts you in your place, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Not
And
easy to
also
find.
because before I met her nickname professional was Ice Queen
Ice Queen, yes!
or German Shepherd.
But she's
And
Russian.
Both, yes.
Yes.
And both of them meant exactly what you think they meant. The idea that someone might think, well, she's a woman, you know, I don't have to pay attention to her. People have lost limbs at that, and so, and it's fun to watch. You know? It's really fun because I have a sister who's always patronizing me. And
Older or younger?
Younger.
Okay.
And so,
Do you have a good relationship with this sister?
I'm sorry?
Do you have a good relationship with your siblings?
No.
No. That's what I was curious. I wanted the dynamics of this a little. Okay.
No. And, but we all went out together one night, and my sister patronized me. She loves to patronize people. And she's also a brilliant lawyer and the head of the legal defense office for the indigent and all this. And she said something, and I was telling her the story of how we met. And she went, I don't want to hear the dirty parts. I don't want to hear the dirty part. And my wife leaned forward very slowly, and she said, you are a very little person. You are filled with envy and bitterness. And I'm going, thank you for letting me be here. And she nailed my sister to the wall. And she wasn't wrong at all, not once.
Well, how interesting, because that's exactly what you were saying that you did.